Hello people, this is Squash Corner and I am back for another video. I haven't done one of these in a good while since that Pokemon video, but it doesn't matter. I went to D23 Expo 2019 and then for one day and it was really cool. There's a little badge I got, which is cool. So pretty much the premise of this video is it's going to be a haul video, so I'm going to show you all the crap that I bought. I did not expect me to spend so much. I was expecting $100 of me spending. It was like $500 or $400, something crazy like that. But so quick summary is I only went for one day. So pretty much I waited freaking 2 hours. I waited 2 hours for the Disney store booth, and then pretty much damn, that shit got capped a lot. And yeah, since I was waiting for 2 hours, they gave me this little badge thing. It looks exclusive, but I really don't think it is. I think they were hinting that if you came every day, you get something like they're like promoting these keys that you could like keep and stuff, like these little collectibles. But I didn't get any of that. It just looks fancy. So I'm gonna start the video and show you all the crap that I got, and I'm gonna start with a banger. All right, as the heavy hitter that I am going to show off, I got the 70th anniversary Mr. Toad figure, limited to 500 pieces. It looks like a statue, but it says it's a figure, but I'm just gonna treat it like a statue. And we have to think about how beautiful this is. Look at the packaging, it's so pretty. You never see Mr. Toad crap anywhere. I couldn't say no to this thing, and I had to pick it up. The freaking price was $130. Yeah, the price was $130. And also what's crazy about it too is, I can focus on this thing. Anyone interested and wants to read this. So the thing is, apparently if you had a Visa card, or like I think a Chase card with Disney on it, you get 10% off any product except anything that is limited to a certain amount of pieces. But most of the things I bought were limited to that convention, so I didn't really get anything. I'm not lying, that freaking receipt that I got said that I saved like $2 and I spent like $300 just because everything I bought was kind of like in the exclusive side. Do I regret it though? We'll see, because I'm gonna open it right now. Alright, this is the part that's gonna be a pain in the ass to actually open this guy. I got my trusty 99-cent store Daiso X-Acto knife that's not an X-Acto knife. I call her Beverly. And I will cut this little tip part. There you go. Nice. Okay, that came out smoother. And I never opened this too, so this is really exciting. Very, very exciting. Oh shit, okay. It comes with like a thingy. You will see such thingy. Oh, that's sick. Certificate of authenticity, Mr. Toad figure, limited edition 500. If you want to read this, go for it. 1949. Alright, all I did was I used my X-Acto knife. It's not an X-Acto knife. I used Beverly to open, just like to slit it. So this is the piece de resistance. Oh, that noise. Oh. Is everything recording? I'm really hoping everything's recording. Oh, Mr. Toad. Oh my god, it looks like a dead body. Okay, I have to really gently. Oh god. Oh god. This is... Why is it... Is this thing heavy? It's kind of heavy. Oh, the fucking... Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Okay. I don't need these. Get out here. Ow, ow. Oh my god. Okay. Look at this. Oh my god, look at this. Okay, really quick, I guess to go through its detail, if you look very closely, he has blush in his cheeks, he has a vanilla skin tone, but it's a little darkened. I think it's darkened just because there is shading around the figure. His eyes are painted well. His mouth has a little bits of... There's like dashes right here. It's really hard to notice though, so it's not really a big deal. Going down, since it's more of a statue, and it's not like I spent like $1,000 on him, you could see that there's access paint of his skin right on this part. Again, it's not a big deal because he looks like a statue. It's not like this is supposed to be Mr. Toad just chilling at your doorstep. Like this, well, to me, it's just like, oh, this is like, you know, in like Toad's mansion, he just has a bunch of him. It more fits that, which I like. Aesthetic. I like the dark. I love the color of his red suit. It has some blacks, some dark reds going down. Okay, going to his finger paint. Yeah, there's like a little bit of excess extra paint. Same goes here in his little, I'm pretty sure it's a pocket watch? I'm not sure what that is. I actually don't know. It's a monocle, I think. His pants, his bulge, really well done, really well painted, because there's certain parts on the suit where, like, I think it's this part. Yeah, check this part. There's like a layer of extra paint that's on it. But I think that's the only part that has that. Yeah, there's only one. Since there's 500 pieces, and I think each one has been hand painted, they will have, like, yeah, a unique, different type of obscurity to each one, if that's the case. So far, I think my model came out really good. I don't know about anyone else's. Right here, I guess, like, one of the only complaints I guess I have, but this is really nitpicky, is where he's holding the paper airplane. It's kind of like, it's a little of a hot mess. Like, you can see, like, you get, you know, like, his skin right there is, like, attached to the plane, so the paint is like mixed in. The plane itself is sculpted really well. Make a turn. You can see this angle. This looks really well done. It even looks like the plane is like, you know how like it's never perfectly sharp, it bends if it's been thrown already? That's kind of like the look it gives. Going in the back, you can see some shading right here, or you could call it extra paint. The back of his head is really smooth and really well painted, which is funny. What I say right now, like, first impressions, is it's cool. Like, I really like this, but it's, again, you need a place to put it. I would say the best place to actually put it would be on a bookshelf. And it's pretty, like, he's small, but his stand is so fat that, what's it called, like, he's kind of like a centerpiece. Like, even though he's a small figure, what's it called? The way the stand portrays him is just like, you know, like he's like, yep, look at me. Like, I'm the big boy. I'm the big cheese. Overall, like, this is great. I love this thing. This thing's really good. I really recommend the Mr. Toad movies to anybody. Well, a lot of people love Ichabod and Crane a lot better, but, you know, give some Toad some love too. He's got his own ride. He's a property no one really cares about anymore. And it's just so nice that Disney, or whatever, just people gave love to Toad for him to have his own limited edition statue. Okay, next item on the list is a big one. This is not as expensive as Mr. Toad, but retail $70, limited to 500 pieces. It's Woody based off Woody's Roundup, like the cartoon. So it's black and white. The presentation is he's actually in a TV. Well, it's cardboard, but it's still crazy. I did not expect this to be here whatsoever, because pretty much in the Disney store in line, okay, so I was waiting 2 hours in the Disney store line, right? And then pretty much, what's it called? They had like TVs that showed all the stuff that they were selling. And then I was just like, okay, I'll get that. I'll get that. I'll get that. I understand. This was not shown in the TV. And then, yeah, so when I saw this was a huge surprise. This thing actually talks, yeah. 6 phrases, and 6 phrases in Spanish. It's not 6 phrases in Spanish, they're just saying it in Spanish. But, yeah, like, Jesus. So, it's not just Woody. They also had Jesse and Bullseye of the same type, where it's just like, it's black and white, still TV thing, both based on Woody's Roundup. The only difference, I think the background was the same too. The difference was just, you know, the name and then the character that was in it. And it's just, wow, just the presentation is so crazy. Actually, like, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I do not want to open it in the box. I feel like he's nice how is. You can even see the background. It's just like, yeah, it's like a saloon in the background. There's a cactus, which is really cool. Yeah, these things sold out really quick. Surprisingly though, it looked like the Bullseye one was the most popular. That's the one I saw people get the most. And yeah, this is it's just nutty. Yeah, I did not expect this. Honestly, I could see this getting a re-release just by popular demand, because I feel like a lot of, yeah, like if you're a legit Disney fan, if you love Pixar, if Toy Story's your favorite Pixar franchise, because that's my favorite Pixar franchise, then like, it's so crazy for them not to resell this. I would just try to like put it as close. You can see the stitching in the feet, his buckle, just like the detail's great. I guess like something that's cool too is something I don't like is, okay, I'll show you right in a bit. Since I'm not gonna make a video dedicated to the Woody's Roundup Woody from Target, I guess I'll show you a quick comparison. Basically, oh, what I was saying that bugged me was, okay, so since this is supposed to be toy accurate from Woody, like the exact how he's supposed to be, it bugs me that his mouth is not closed, like in the movie. But with this one, his mouth is open, but I feel like it makes more sense because he's based on the show, so of course he will be more expressive, etc., compared to the actual figure. So I feel like with this is fine, but like, yeah, I find that weird. I think only this one comes with the certificate of authenticity, I believe. This one has more to offer because it has 50 sayings compared to like the 6. Which is pretty crazy. The background of this one looks like he's in a porta potty. That kind of looks like he's in a porta potty. He's just sitting. I believe they're the same size. It's just this one's sitting down, of course. Here's the back really quick. And then the back of this one does not have his pull string. I don't even know if this one comes with the pull string, because I'm trying to look my best in the back and I just do not see it. I'm not sure if I have to click his chest for him to talk. It makes more sense if he doesn't have a pull string just because he's based off the show, because I'm pretty sure he's based off a character, compared to this one based off the toy, of course. So yeah, there's actually a pull string on this one they could actually test out, which is kind of cool.
Boy, am I glad to see you.
Which is neat. So I love both boxes, but of course, like, yeah, it depends on your preference. The back of the box of this one is way more interesting, because there's a lot going on, like profile shot, what it does, what it comes with, etc. The other one is just pretty basic. Here's the back of this one, which is, yeah, again, like, less interesting, because it's just a profile shot of how he actually looks. This is actually pretty cool. In the back, it's like the TV, because the whole box is a TV. Shows what it does, but that's pretty much it. It doesn't really say what phrases he actually says. It doesn't really give too much detail. I still think it's really cool. Both pieces are really great. If I would pick one, I guess I would pick the Target one just because it has more going on. But still, this is a good find, and I think it's really cool. I feel like if you're a collector, it's worth the price, and especially of what you're getting, because this one, again, this one's $90 plus tax, of course. This one's $70. Yeah, plus tax too, and you're not gonna get no discount because it's limited to 500 pieces. It's just the presentation of this figure is just really, it's really eye-pleasing. I guess like compared to the other Target Woody, if you look at it at first glance, you don't think too much on it. I feel like this one you think way more just because of the black and whiteness. His face is not from what I ever seen in another Woody head sculpt. Stitching's great. Look at his little handkerchief scarf thing. You see his details of his hands. Yeah, I love how it has the stitches, his legs, arms. And yeah, overall, just, it's a great figure. If you're like on a hunt to get it, I would recommend. I feel like it's worth it. Next item on the list, a little smaller, well actually a lot smaller, is Mr. Toad books. Actually, they're not books. So putting it really close, it looks like, yeah, it looks like two big old textbooks, but it's not. If you actually flip them over, they're zooms. So I decided to pick these guys up, and then pretty much what's cool about these is, number one, it's Mr. Toad. I couldn't say no to Mr. Toad. But what's funny and cute is, what's it called, they're in the little costume that, what's it called, that they use to escape prison. I think he went to jail, and then to escape, he had to pretend he was like a chick or something. It's been a while, but I remember that was like the premise. And then, yeah, there's his best, I'm pretty sure it's his best friend. It was like a horse, and he actually talked. And then, yeah, and then you could actually see the background. Yeah, the background is actually, like, I think of, like, the prison. But yeah, you can see, like, there's, like, a little diorama in the background. I'm probably not gonna get get these guys out of the box because I actually liked how it's displayed. Okay, so another thing about these guys too is they were a D23 exclusive. I don't think they were like super limited as much as Toad was. I think it's crazy how like if you love obscure weird stuff, they have it. They pretty much like they got you. They got you. If you like obscure properties that are really classic, it's cool. They help you out. So something awesome too is it's not just Mr. Toad. It's actually Ichabod Crane. It's also that. So what these Zoom Zooms come with, yeah, it's just I don't know. Okay, so that's Ichabod, the big nose guy. He wants the puh. He wants her. He wants her, and he's just like, I get all the honeys, but listen, I don't want all the honeys. They're nasty. I want her because she's like the supreme cuisine. And then this guy fights with this other guy, and then for her, I guess, and then but the other guy ends up winning, which is weird because it looks like he's the hero of the story, but he's not. And then he comes out of nowhere because he chills at a graveyard. I won't say spoilers, even though this movie is very old, but let's just say they go in a debacle. So what makes these Zoom Zooms, what makes this set so cool is it's books. They're telling a story, even actually in the beginning of Mr. Toad and Ichabod Crane. In the beginning of the movie, I believe it's a story. Like somebody's actually telling you a story, and you actually see the books, and then the books come to life, which is cool. And then what's awesome about, I think this is the only Zoom Zoom that does it. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, but this guy, you can actually rip his head off. You can't do that with any other Zoom Zoom, which is cool. And then the reason you could do that is because he's the Headless Horseman. So he in the end of the movie, he actually throws his fucking head, and he's like, woo! And then it's like, but it's so cool. Velcro? Yeah, I believe it's just Velcro that puts it back up. You can put it like this. But yeah, so retail, the price was, I think, $35, which is a lot. But technically, you're getting 5 Zoom Zooms. A Zoom Zoom usually costs like $6. You're getting a pretty case. You're getting something that's limited edition. And just the overall presentation is so good. Like, even though you should display them like this, or backwards, you could just honestly display it like this. It's so good. It's so well done that you could just display it like it's books. And I'm probably gonna do that. I could put like freaking like manga right here, and then just put that, and Mr. Toad could be like on the shelf on top. That'd be cool. Alright, next item on the list. I think I showed you all my really expensive crap, but I did buy still more things that I need to show off. Okay, so this one's interesting. This one's very interesting. Okay, so it looks like a can. And then the can is based off the little freaking the orange juice you could actually buy at a grocery store. I forgot that Donald actually has orange juice. I put it close, so you can see like the details. Looks like an old can, Donald Duck, Quackers for OJ, D23 exclusive, and this one's actually even crazier. This one's only limited to 300. Wait, limited edition plush of 300. Yeah, there's 300 only plushes. So this is actually less quantities compared to Mr. Toad and the Woody, which is 500, which is crazy. Frozen from concentrate. It just looks really cool, really old. And then pretty much when I barely grabbed this when I was about to film right now, I barely noticed the back. And then pretty much on the back, I was just like, oh, it's probably gonna just say what the orange juice is made out of. But no, this is actually really cool. So, Donald Duck facts. Born 1934, personality, temperamental, prankster, tenacious phrases, rivalry friends, and mischievous nephews. There are times when you fight to keep his temper in check and sometimes succeeds, but returns his normal angry self in the end. This is some deep lore we're getting into. Okay, so before I scare you off, oh yeah, so this is $35. This was $35 because you're probably gonna be like, you spent $35 on your can, you're a dumbass. But no, there's actually something in this can. Is it orange juice? Maybe, but actually, it's a fucking plush. There's a plush in here that is supposed to smell like orange juice. It actually says right here. There we go. Smells like freshly squeezed orange juice. And we're gonna test that out right now. Okay, so this is gonna be totally new for me. Out of the time, it's been like a week since D23, a little less than a week, but I have not opened this. I just left it in the can, so we're really gonna check if it actually smells like orange juice. The only thing holding it together is just 2 tape pieces. So I plop it out like this. I believe I do. Okay, I don't want to fuck up the packaging. Get out of here. Please go away. I really don't want to rip off the paper on this thing. Okay, there we go. Yes. Oh my god, look at him. Oh, wait, I kind of smell it. Come here. Oh, look at him. Look at this guy. Oh my god, it's strong. Wait, I need to take a good whiff before I start. That's weird. Okay, wait, let me show you the plush. Wow, he looks silly. This is really silly. He's really soft. He's that type of fabric too, where it's like you could rub his like belly and it turns a little lighter, turns... There, I'll put it closer. I'm not sure what that fabric is called. A lot of plushes have that. Well, a lot of the more higher end plushes have that. Here's his butt. He has like a little lint right here. Yeah, here. A little lint right here too. His booty. Yeah, there we go. You could actually see how like the fabric changes a little. That's cute. He's strong. I smell him from here. So smelling him, I wouldn't say it's orange juice. It smells kind of like, you know, there's vitamin C. Like, you know those vitamin C emergency C? And there's like an orange juice flavor? He kind of smells like that. With the hint of like, you know how orange peels have a strong scent? Yeah, it has its own smell. It smells like that mixed with emergency C. It's not a bad smell. It's just really like, huh. It's kind of weird. I wouldn't need, like, I don't drink his orange juice, but, so I can't really say an exact comparison, but he doesn't really smell like orange juice. I wouldn't say that. So overall, yeah, this is a nice plush. His hat's a different material. Got stitching for his little hair feather thing. His mouth is really, it's sturdy. Like, this is like a little more harder material. Stitching for eyes, which I like. I don't really like, I'm not a big fan of the glass eyes. I like when it's stitched. His little clothes. Oh, that's really funny. Look, it looks like he has like a tan line. Of course, his clothes are stitched up. You can't remove that. It's really nice, though. And his stance is pretty funny, too. His legs are not just like this. Like, it's kind of like he's squatting. Like, hey. I'm gonna keep him in the can. I'm not gonna display him like this, because his scent will be gone. If you have him out, I'm pretty sure for in a week, his scent will be gone unless you really sniff him, like, deeply. So I'm probably gonna just leave this poor little guy in the can forever. For all eternity. So in, like, when I'm 100 years old, I could re-smell him whenever I desire. And he will be worth millions because of his stink. And yeah. Great plush. I love it. 35 bucks. Yeah, fuck it. I'll take it. I think it's worth it. Goodbye. Say bye, Donald. You're leaving.